to that area, immigrating to that area, and don't look at them as like these bad, nasty people. That's not the thing. I'm not an anti-Semite. That's why I hate that I kept getting called an anti-Semite.
What
I'm saying is,
you say a lot of anti-Semitic nonsense.
No,
based on ignorance.
So when they
hold on. I want to intervene real quick. Two things. Norm, you're going to have to let the self-identified retard finish his points. We're going to have to be even more, just patient, because he's self-identified. I do not want this rumor to come out of this room that we're being ableist, so I definitely need you, Norm, to allow the guy to speak. But the other thing I wanted to say about this is that you can use anti-Semitic tropes and not be an anti-Semite. The real test of that is when an educated Jew or even an educated person on the topic corrects you. If you continue to use the anti-Semitic tropes after it's brought to your attention that it's anti-Semitic, then you might be an anti-Semite. And so I will forgive people that use anti-Semitic tropes because many people don't know that they're anti-Semitic tropes. But once you're confronted with the truth, if you reject it and continue to use the tropes, then you get the smoke.
If I even touch that, that's a whole new can of worms. So I'm just, oh my God. I just reject the idea I ever said an anti-Semitic trope. But
pretty much everything you said was.
No, Norm, you're going to let him speak.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
He's going to get 3 minutes uninterrupted, followed by 3 minutes of Norm uninterrupted.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I'll try to make it as fast as possible. So yeah, you have the British Mandate, the Balfour Declaration, the Zionists successfully getting Britain to express support to create a national home, the negotiation with the Ottomans, the Aliyah series, which is like, I think there was 5 of them. The third one was the nasty one after World War I. No, there was another one after that from Poland that was pretty bad because like the anti-Semitism was getting on the rise. And then the biggest Aliyah was the one just before the Holocaust. And then the Holocaust when like 1 million came. And so the region that they were immigrating to just started ballooning in concentration, which is, from a sympathetic stance, good, because now Jews are given the opportunity to have their own land where they're more safe from the anti-Semitism, which was real, as proven by the Holocaust. But for the locals in the area, all they saw was colonizers using their wealth and adjacency to colonial powers to like kind of imperially land grab, right? And to be fair, this is why I think nuance is always important. It's probably a bit of both. It's really naive to assume that all these, as millions of Jews are moving there, none of them are looking at this as a huge financial opportunity and possibly causing, let's say, discomfort to their neighbors. Now, that being said, nothing that they were doing, in my opinion, justifies the level of crazy racism they experienced. Like that whole behind every rock, behind every book. Like, no, it's a religious kind of hatred that's going on. So I'm not trying to downplay that. I have my own experience with racism as a black person, so I can't imagine what that is. I have Jewish people in my family. I've always been very sympathetic to that. I'm not trying to downplay that at all. But I think what happened is, at some point, the Jews became, they were the winner. The 6 Day War is crazy. And that's another thing, I fucking probably run out of time, so let me make sure I read this up. The 6 Day War is another example of, like, they did not have that coming. That's insane. They almost got genocided, and in a miraculous, as Norm was talking about, in a miraculous turn of events, they dominated. They secured new territory from people attacking them, which is just badass. I just think that's such a badass thing. And historically, if you go to war, you conquer territory, you don't have to give it up. They gave up some of it. They didn't have to. They kept less than they gave back in an attempt to get peace. It didn't work. Like 20 to 15 years later, the same states tried again, the Yom Kippur, and it just shows that there was really a high level of hostility to them, and nothing they were doing was like successful in creating fair treatment. But again, now from the other side, from the flip side, the Arabs were mad from the beginning from the UN partition plan. Right now, to be fair, there was violence against Jews before the partition.